Choosing the correct word form. In this lesson, you'll learn how to choose the correct form of a word to complete a sentence. As you study English, you'll notice that many words have different forms. Take the word different, for example. We have different, differently, and difference. Each of these words has a different job in a sentence. Difference is the noun. Differently is the adverb form. And different is an adjective. If you want to know the part of speech of a word, there are some ways to find out. You can start by looking at the ending of the word. Is there a suffix that tells you the part of speech? Suffix means an ending on a word. ENCE is a common noun ending. LY is a common adverb ending. So we know difference is definitely a noun and differently is an adverb. Here are some common suffixes that can tell us the part of speech of a word. You should get to know these suffixes. They're very useful for writers of English. However, not every word has a suffix or an ending that tells us the part of speech. In that case, you can look the word up in a dictionary, and it will tell you the part of speech. Let's do a quick practice. Can you complete these sentences? There are ways to figure out which part of speech you need to complete a sentence. Here we see many. After many, we need a noun phrase. Ways is a noun. That means what comes before it must be an adjective because we already have a noun. So here we need different. There are many different ways to improve your English. Look at number 2. We see many again. Remember, I said that you need a noun phrase after many. But look, this time we don't have a noun. This is a preposition. That means we need a noun. So here, we're going to use differences, which is a plural noun. There are many differences between English and your language. Finally, look at number 3. We have a verb, pronounce, and then an object, words, which is a noun. So what we need here is an adverb to tell us how to pronounce the words differently. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you need an adjective or an adverb, but once you practice, it's easy. Take a look at number 1. Joe stopped at the store on his way home from work. Stopped is a verb. That means that before this word, we need an adverb. You can tell that quickly is the adverb because it ends in ly. Joe quickly stopped at the store on his way home from work. For number 2, you see made, which is a verb, followed by a noun phrase, a stop. Here, since we have a noun, we need an adjective. So Joe made a quick stop at the store on his way home from work. What if you're choosing between a verb or a noun? Take a look at number 1. In any relationship, is very important. Here we're missing an important word, right? We have a verb, but no noun. So here we definitely need the noun form. Communication is the noun form because it ends in ION. In any relationship, communication is very important. Look at number 2. You see must. After must, we always need a verb. Communicate is the correct verb here. Friends must communicate with each other. And finally, what if you have to choose between an adjective or a noun? Let's look at number 1. In my family, eating cinnamon cookies is a at Christmas. What? We see after we need a noun phrase, but we don't have a noun phrase here. All we have is at Christmas, which tells us the time, but we don't know what we're talking about. So here we definitely need a noun. Which of these words is a noun? It's tradition. Remember that ending, the suffix ION, means a noun. In my family, eating cinnamon cookies is a tradition at Christmas. Number 2, in my family, cinnamon cookies are the sweets at Christmas. Here, we have the, and we know we need a noun phrase after the. But look, we have sweets, which is a noun. That means we don't need another noun, we need an adjective. Traditional is an adjective. AL is a common ending or suffix that tells us it's an adjective. In my family, cinnamon cookies are the traditional sweets at Christmas. This can be a difficult skill when you are learning to write in English, but the more you read and the more you write, the easier it gets. So keep studying. Now you know a little bit better about how to choose the correct form of a word to complete a sentence.